Hello and welcome, I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Ball Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have a match from our ELD Pauper Open, Affinity, being piloted by Zach against Aaron on a mono blue Delver list. Chromatic Star leading out for Affinity. Faeries Seer? I'm not actually sure which one that is. That one's Scries. Fairy Miscreant I'm actually more of a fan of. We'll see if he's also running that. I know some people were talking about that card when it was printed. Scrying is not as good as drawing cards, obviously, but we'll see how this goes. 1 damage, and Ninja being enabled there. 2 damage coming in, and Aaron looking to start building some counters without Daze. I'll be very interested to see how this deck functions for him. Atog coming down now for Affinity, and with that resolving right now, with very little effort, Zach could easily have lethal with a Teamer Battle Rage. So this is a super dangerous situation. And this Ninja likely just going to get blocked by the Atog. Chromatic Star being sacrificed. That's going to allow Zach to draw a card. Mutagenic Growth, trying to keep it alive. And it looks like we're going to be fighting a little bit over this. Prophetic Prism also going to go. So he's going to get a card out of this. Sacrificed 2 overall. Zach got to be happy with that trade. Fairy Miscreant adds to the board. No additional Miscreant, so no card being drawn. The new Wishing Well from, I think it's Wishing Well. Let me know in the comments what the name of that card is. It scries, and later on it can draw some cards. Not actually sure the deck wants that. We have a Springleaf Drum and a Frogmite. Frogmite could tap along with the Springleaf Drum. And Aaron actually opting to block there. I mean, not likely that Zach would have sacrificed his whole board, but he may not feel like... I don't know. I'm not sure about that block. We'll see how this plays out. I have not piloted this mono blue Delver list. Played a bit of the blue-black, which is a very different animal. Snuff Out was an absolute powerhouse in that deck, making it very difficult to win with a card like Atog. Gurmag Angler was also incredibly good in that list. Here it's more about Ninja of the Deep Hours trying to push through damage and draw cards. Though the Ninja may just be dead in the water after that first hit. Looks like Affinity may be able to muck up the ground pretty effectively with cards like Frogmite, Mirror Enforcer, and Carapace Forger. And Zach says, I'm the beatdown. Let's turn it sideways. One Atog being blocked. Another Atog entering the battlefield, and that enabling a Prophetic Prism to draw a card. Counting artifacts in my head here. Looks like either one of these will be lethal if let through. Another Delver comes down. The Flip Delver actually getting in there. And I fear for Aaron's safety here. Another Springleaf Drum. Spellstutter Sprite popping out to counter that. Aaron tapped out. A Teamer Battle Rage or a Fling could be very bad. I think Zach likely to just stay the course and turn stuff sideways. He's actually just going to jam a Fling. Doesn't even get the damage in. Of course, the other option with an Affinity list like this is to attack, get through some damage, and then Fling post-combat. You do need to save a little bit of mana for that. But the path was clear, so Zach just firing off. Not worried about the card foil, which is one of the only things I can think of from there that would have been a problem. Though Aaron might not have even had 3 cards in hand. Foil, pretty difficult to pay its cost. It was mostly only playable because of Gush, a card that I miss quite a bit. I feel like Tron is probably the best deck in Pauper. I was totally fine with Blue-Black Delver and Tron both existing. I thought they were both really good. Now, Tron might just be the one true king of the format, though a lot of aggressive decks feel like terrible matchups for it, particularly Burn. Burn can feel awful for a Tron deck. But if they do draw their right sideboard cards, they can stabilize, and it's all pretty much unwinnable from there. Bit of a brewer's paradise here. I think this Delver list likely largely of Aaron's own devising. A lot of Faeries, Spellstutter Sprite, a very interesting card. And Faeries could easily benefit from future printings as well. Could be a lot of different downshifting that can happen. Gotta wonder if a splash wouldn't be worth it, though. It's tough. You get a lot by splashing. Red or black. Ash Barrens is an incredibly good card. Brainstorm's really not much of a card without a shuffle effect, to be fair. I mean, think about, well, I mean, I was playing back then. During Ice Ages, Brainstorm was really not played. It was not really played at all until really like Mercadian Masks is when I started jamming Brainstorm, and that was because of Land Grant. So the ability to Brainstorm and then Land Grant was really, really potent. And yeah, I don't know. I think if you don't have the shuffle effects, Brainstorm's probably worse. I mean, it's worse than Ponder and Preordain. Yeah, without the shuffle. With the shuffle, it's probably one of the finest Magic cards ever. I mean, it's absolutely one of my favorite cards, but you really do need some level of shuffling. Probably like 8 shuffle effects. Back in the day, it was Land Grant along with some of the Mirage Block fetch lands. And then, of course, when fetch lands got printed, completely changed the game of Magic forever. And now we have a format with a little respite from that in Pauper. The card pool is just so deep that we can jam this format made up exclusively of common cards and still have an absolute blast. And jumping back into the action there, Aaron leading out with a basic island, brainstorming in response to the Springleaf Drum, which is going to resolve. Drawing and now pondering. And looks like he keeps, but doesn't have his second land. I think that may have required a shuffle. Let's see if that's gonna pay off. Zach, on the other hand, progressing his plan just fine, able to pay 1 mana for a Frogmite, not able to continue adding to the board. If he was going to tap that Frogmite in that Seat of the Synod for a 2-drop, that would have kind of been pretty close to game over. Something like a Carapace Forger there would have been disastrous. Of course, Atog also would be a disaster. Aaron, where did that land come from? I am totally confused where that land came from. I thought he didn't make his land drop on turn 2. And he pondered and he kept it. I'm mystified. We've got a Frogmite and now a Carapace Forger. Zach likely drawing that Carapace Forger for turn, otherwise he would have been able to cast it the previous turn. And now 8 damage already on board. Zach cruising here versus this 1/1 Wizard. 8 damage coming in. Got a snap on the Carapace Forger. That can buy a little bit of time. Oh, and Zach's got the Dispel on top of it. Severe. Can he add to the board? Can he get to lethal? Mirror Enforcer. Facing down. Lethal damage. He's going to be in chump block territory. Oh, and another Carapace Forger. This is so far gone. Affinity running wild. All over Aaron here. What you gonna do when the robots come for you? This is pretty much a wrap. I mean, we got 16 damage on board. Aaron's at 10. He can maybe put out a couple of chump blockers and prolong the agony. Affinity just swarming. Aaron tanking here. I think he's got a Ninja with the Deep Hours. Wondering if he can even get away with attacking. Be like, hope the guy doesn't block you ninjutsu and you draw a card, but then you got no mana. Oh, and he doesn't swing with everything. What? Got a chump block. Does he just have a fling? Galvanic Blast? What's the reason for not swinging with everything? And there's the fling. We got a Blue Blast on that. And then a Pyroblast. Oh, he's just got it all. He's got it all. Could have just swung for the win. But flexing with that fling and counter backup. Besting the counterspell deck at its own game. Affinity taking this one down in impressive fashion. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.